Yeah, oh, cool. Okay, so this is the shackle key for the gaff. Yeah, well, it's not quite a gaff on this, but anyway, so that essentially goes in the top right left-hand corner from where you're standing of the sail. So that one goes in there. Where that, you'll notice where that bit of rope is tied off.
Bit of rope is.
Yeah. I'll just put that one in there. Basically what it's doing. So that should be set up like that because that may fall off. It's just a loop of rope sitting on the leather with two ends like that.
Okay.
Actually, I should have done it. There you go. There's my first mistake. I should have done this first. It's going to reach. Yeah. What we have to do is we have to lace the sail to the gaff. Just strictly to the gaff. And basically you just lace it. So it's over, under, which is, there's all sorts of different things you can do, but I just use the basic. I'm doing important stuff.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah, Draigoch, Dad. You can tell this one's the boom because it's got this metal clip ring in it, and so that's the one you want at the bottom. They look very similar, so you need the one with the metal ring at the bottom.
Okay.
Because that's going to be down, hook onto your downhaul. And same deal here, except it's much quicker. You just do one corner and the next. There, just wrap it around a few times. That's what you need to do.
So that's the reefing point?
That's the reefing point in the sail.
Yep.
So first time you take her out on Oughtred, I would put it on the first reefing point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that essentially means you sort of scrunch the sail up and you push that back through it and you just thread the rope back through there and tie it off.
Okay, so just the one reefing point?
No, there isn't. There's like three of them.
Three, all for the same
Yeah,
reef
so
date.
basically if it's anything over, I don't know, 10 knots, I would definitely reef it. Take this stuff over to this side of the boat.
It's all to the left-hand side of the boat, the whole kit and caboodle.
Or the port side.
Oh, the port side, I'm so sorry.
It's all very good.
Yeah, comes the bolt.
So essentially what happens is you get the mast.
Yep.
You put the mast, you basically bring it into the boat, you hold it in the middle and you tip it up. You put obviously one end in there and the other end in there. You tip it up, hold it in place, put the bolt through, knock the wedge down. That's
Right.
it. And hold it in place. Show you how I do it. So you... Okay. So this mast is a breeze compared to most masts. If you do trailer sailing. So this downhaul, this bit of rope here, this is fairly critical. If it's not in, then you have to take the mast down and put it in, do it again. So you've got to make sure this is in and no knots in it or anything. It's all running freely. The top, it's not knotted up
Like that?
like that. It does get knotted up. There you go. That's all good. That's basically okay to go. Pop it in there, easy as. Now wait a minute, it's got to be the right way. So see those pulleys are going to be on the left.
On the left, okay.
If you want them, basically you just shove it in the hole. Once it's in the hole, she goes in pretty sweet. Now of course you have the nut undone. You're well organised for this. You will be.
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, I can watch the video, so I have the advantage.
Put that in there. Are the ones you want. So this one, which is basically a loop of rope, like that.
Yep.
And the other one is that one.
Right.
So this one is what the boom hangs from this one.
Right.
So basically you tie it to it and then hang it. You tie the mast. You tie this to the mast. And you hook it onto this, and you hoist it up.
Or hoist it up. Okay.
Yeah. But I think I've actually got this on the wrong way around. Pretty sure this one should be here. Okay. So now you're rigging from the port side of the boat.
Yep.
Yep. Basically you just clip that on. There's a bit of adjustment goes on in here because obviously if that bit of rope is long, the mast will hang down just a little bit. So you want it sort of in the right spot, and that's why I'm frigging around with these ropes trying to remember which is which.
Sure.
So it goes there. This one goes. Shouldn't be clipped on here, but I put it there to get it out of the water. That clips on there, basically.
Main sheet clipped on to.
And that. So you end up with.
Yep.
So you end up with each spar basically tied to the mast, which is the way I remember it. And then this one hooks onto that cradle, cradling rope. And that basically cradles that. Now if I remember rightly, I always had it, this bit of rope, sort of entwined with this thing. Like that.
Yep.
So it's basically a loop going around.
Yep.
And then this just is entwined with it, and then you hook that on. That's it. Okay. Come over this side. A belay.
Belay pin.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Belay, that stops the
Belay.
sail. Belay, stop. Belay that.
Belay, my hearty. Yeah, I've heard the time.
That's just a
Lots of
pin.
pirate movies.
So if you want to drop it quickly,
Ah, I see.
so there's really simple, good things on boats. Yeah, so, and I just leave it like that. You don't need to tie it off.
Yep.
Just leave it so you can get to it quickly if you
Okay.
need to. So that, I always pull it up as high as I can. So maybe get a little bit more in there. See how low the sail is hanging from the top?
Yeah.
So you might want to. I'll have a look at it when I sit out the front. Normally you leave your sail down when you're inshore and just. So it is locked on. Normally you leave your sail down when you're inshore and just. So it is locked on.
Yep.
So you sort of have to set up.
Nose to
Generally,
wind.
You can't do it here, but you need to set up into the wind.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And is that as high as it goes up the top?
It's getting pretty close. Can go a bit high. You can adjust that around. That's going like that
Because of the wind.
now this is where the downhaul comes in.
Right.
So we have the one that pulls it up,
Yep.
and this is the one that pulls it down. This little pile of ropes here is this one here. There's not actually many ropes there. It looks like a lot, but that's that one. And basically what you do is you pull that down, and that pulls the sail down. Okay, so it's being pulled up on that side,
Yep.
and pulled down on this side. And that gives you control on the sail. Now you generally don't want that to go any lower than that, or if it does, you take that out. But because the wind's blowing from the wrong side, and you just tie that off. Now you can just tie that off here, So there's a little bit probably you do on most of these boats, but
That's
it's
nice,
quite
isn't
good
it? There's
for-
plenty of clearance.
gives you good clearance here when you're sailing. Oh.
Yep.
And you do really need to pull that down to get the tension in the sail. The tighter your sail is, if it's stronger wind, you sort of want it really tight.
Yes.
The baggier your sail is, the more it'll blow around. Okay, so that goes there, you just tie that off. So basically up,
Yep.
and the same up there, it's tied to the mast.
And that's it.
That's it, you're ready to rock and roll. Goes through there. Okay, so basically what happens is you pull it up with one and drop it with the other. So you pull it up with that one
Yep.
when you're sort of coming
Ready
into
to
shore.
come in.
Yeah. So you just tie it off. And for this one, you set it and it'll lock it. And then so before you go in the water, you have this, before
Raised.
you take off, you have it like that. And that's basically that. The other thing, of course, is if when you use a motor, you have the motor ready. Fully. But yeah, that's basically. It's come out now. Should get a.
Cigarette lighter and
Oh, there it is. Come on, buddy. I'll just put that up through there. Tie it off there. The other one. Same deal. There. Where's the whole bun? There is spare nuts in there, by the way, too. In that mango